Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my brothers and sisters across the world. Peace and blessings be upon you all. Today, this morning, I was sent in quite a interesting message of a sister asking for some advice of a pretty, quite a severe situation, quite a deep situation. I was going to just respond normally through text, but I thought, you know what, if more people can benefit, then why not spread this message if people are in similar, I doubt a similar situation to this, but if you can relate in some way and take benefit from it, then hey, why not? Straight to the message, it pretty much says, Salam brother Khalid, I'm sure you're busy and get so many of these emails, but it's on Snapchat, I don't know why. Never mind. But I'd really appreciate some of your advice or recommendations on how to deal with this. I am leaving my husband, who I've been married to for 5 years. It was arranged, and alhamdulillah, I was trying to make it work for the sake of Allah. His parents never liked me and made my life very difficult. But as time went on, he became the issue as well. I turned a blind eye to his addiction to weed and porn. And now this has resulted to him not coming near me for over 10 months. Since he came back from working in Melina, that might be Medina, but it might be Melina, I'm not sure, for 4 months. He password protected everything, and I found out he's cheating on me with 2 other women. My family support has been great, but no one knows except Allah how I'm feeling inside. I keep turning to Allah, I keep praying, but he still has a hold on me. I don't know what to do. An outside perspective would be really nice. Please, thank you, Salam. Well, like I said, that was quite a, that's an extremely unfortunate situation. So before I start with any advice, I just pray to God that he eases your situation and provides you the peace and contentment that you're searching for. So, your question was, how do you kind of get out of this grip that you feel that this guy still has a hold of you? Now, I can only speak so much because I'm a male. So I don't know at all what it is to be like, what it is to be a female, or how females think, or but from what I can see from the situation, females need to be loved. Females need to be cared for. That's what they crave, that's what they need, to my understanding. So when there is a man who maybe was giving you that for a few years, and all of a sudden he retracts that love and affection that he may have been shown in the first year or 2. He was giving you that physical care and outward show of love, I'm assuming. So now that's been removed. You've left him, and you're saying he hadn't been intimate with you for like 10 months due to the drugs and the porn. So that's a very difficult situation to be in, especially for a woman who, one of their, I'd say, primary needs would be the love. Correct me if I'm wrong, this is just my opinion, but one of their primary needs is the love and affection and the care of a man. So I suppose how you're feeling now is you still kind of crave that in a way, even though he did what he did, and you still probably feel hurt, but it's still like you're still craving that. Now, I think the problem is it's the love and the affection and the care that you're craving, that you want and that you need, what you feel you need, but it's not him. I don't think, based on what I can see based on the very little information either, it doesn't seem like it's him, like he was the source of it and he was so amazing and his eyes just, shone in the moon sky and anyway, it wasn't him. It was more of what he provided for you, which was the love and the care and the affection. And now that's gone, so now it's like, oh, I feel he has a hold of me. It's not him that has a hold of you, it's kind of what he was giving you. And even though that wasn't, it didn't seem as if that was the true love, care and affection that you need anyway, because if someone really loved, cared and was affectionate towards you, I don't think they'd be resorting to watching images of other women and cheating on you, and so that doesn't really go hand in hand. So I think that's what you're craving. I think that's what you need. So now what we have to look at is, why are we going to go to the creation for the source of that love? And what I mean by that is, there is a creator. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator. Everything else is creation, is what is created. Why do we seek love, care, affection from other than the creator? Because anything else would just be a lower, cheaper version of the true source. Mercy, which is installed in our mothers, which they use to care for us and love us intensely, that is just a manifestation of the attribute of Allah being Ar-Rahman, the All-Merciful. So the creation, it can manifest attributes of God, but it can never fully fully manifest them. It can only do its brief attempt. So when you attach yourself, when you rely upon, when you crave, need from the creation, it's a recipe for disaster, because the creation is flawed. The creation is not designed to be relied upon. We are a dependent being. We depend upon the divine. We depend upon our Creator. So when people start depending on us, we're gonna let them down. And it's not even intentional or out of malice, but we're just not designed that way to be relied upon. We can't even rely on ourselves. The very fact that our hearts are beating in our chest right now as you're watching this, and as I'm speaking, and as my lungs are extracting and contracting as I'm breathing, I don't control any of this. God could just stop it at any moment. Inshallah, He doesn't, and we can get this video up on YouTube, but you understand my point, is at any moment this can stop. So we are dependent beings. We depend on, our very existence is a dependent one. So when you start relying on a creation to receive something as important as love, care, affection, I'm not saying we can't depend on our spouses and our mothers and for things, but to a degree, but it's about seeing God through these people, such as our mothers, our parents, our spouses, seeing the manifestations, the attributes of God through that. So it's all a process of getting closer to God. Because what are we here for? What else are we here for except trying to get closer to where we came from? We came from God. We're here, and we're going back to Him. That's a fact. So being here and just staring into our lover's eyes and just, oh, you're so amazing. And if God is not in that equation in your mind, it's just, you think it's just this person and they're just so amazing and they give me this feeling, and it's false. It's a lie. They are a creation. Why would you not be in love with the Creator? They created that person. They created that feeling that you're having. They created, even though it doesn't sound like he was a very nice guy to begin with, but whatever positive feelings you receive from this guy, it was from God. So take more vigilance in maintaining your connection with God, because knowing that He is the source, He is everything. He is the source of everything good. So in that, we can detach from the creation, we can detach from people, we can detach from humans in a way, not where we're cold and we're like cut off and we're recluse, but to a point where they can't affect us to that degree of breaking our heart and completely shattering us. And there's okay, we can be sad, there's nothing wrong with being sad, but when it starts overstretching that line of despair and hopelessness, and what kind of hopes were we placing in that created being? What type of aspirations, what power were we giving this created being to have over us? Of like, oh, my happiness and my existence and my joy and my well-being is all dependent on you. Like, what? We're created beings. We can't rely on each other. Ultimately, obviously you can rely on your mom for certain things, rely on your brother, rely on your spouse for certain things, but and it will happen where they let you down, because that's how we're created. If we rely upon each other, we're going to let each other down. We can't ultimately rely upon each other. We can't ultimately rely on anything except God, because He is the infallible, He is the perfect, He is the divine, He is everything, and it is the one source that will not let you down. So why would you not attach your heart to that? Be careful as to what importance we place on the creation and people and situations and things like that. There's only one source that is the source for all your happiness, all your joy, all your contentment, all your pleasure, everything positive in this life. There is one source. So connect your heart to that and be patient. It's not going to happen over a week. It's not going to happen over a month. I start praying. Things will happen. Certain things will happen. You definitely feel good. Just one prayer of intense focus, intense concentration. Khushu', really trying to connect with God. That yearning is imperative. Not to just do it mindlessly and no consideration. Just one prayer, you'll feel the benefits of that. You will feel the benefits of that when you quiet your mind, you focus on what you're doing. You ask God to even help you with the focusing process because you're trying to connect with Him. You'll feel the benefits from that. But in terms of creating that lasting connection, that being really close to God, it's a process. You know, you have to be patient. You know, we live in an instant gratification society where we want everything now. You know, everything gets here right now. Don't want to wait for anything, and it requires sabr. It requires patience. And even just that word, you know, you say that to people, it's like, oh God, patience, patience, patience. But it's a virtue. You know, patience is a virtue. There's a reason why that's a saying. So I hope that advice helps you in a way. It pushes you in the right direction as to where you need to go, as to what you need to stop holding on to, and what you need to let go of, and what you actually do need to hold on to, and what you do need to direct your attention to. And through that, the things will manifest in your life, and inshallah, things will get better. So I hope that helped. I hope that helped everyone as well. If anyone else could have benefited from that, inshallah, please share the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't liked and subscribed already. Join me for the next video, inshallah. Subscribe to my social media. It's all down below, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my brothers and sisters across the world. And peace and blessings.